Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be telling you what my most anticipated book releases of 2019 are. These are all books that are coming out next year that I'm really excited about, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and let you know in order of release date of which ones I'm really excited to get my hands on and finally read. So the first release that I'm looking forward to is The Wicked King by Holly Black, which comes out January 8th, which is very soon, so I'm really excited about it. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince series. I don't know if that's what the series is called. I was one of the people that had a Cruel Prince arc, and then I've just been waiting 10 times longer than everyone else to get the next book, The Wicked King, and a lot of people have already read The Wicked King because they had an arc for it and I didn't. I still don't know what happens. I really want to know what happens. Don't tell me. I will read it myself around January, hopefully. These books are basically about fairies. The main character is actually a human, but her and her sisters were stolen by some fairies and taken into fairy, which is the land of fairies, wow, and they've had to adapt into the world of fairies and how they can be quite brutal, and it's really a fun series. I think I gave The Cruel Prince like a 5 out of 5 stars. I was really into it, so I can't wait to get my hands on this one as well. The next book is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kaminer. I don't think I said her last name right. This book comes out January 29th. The only things I really know about this book is 1, people are loving this. Whoever has the arc have said it's really great. And 2, it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I do like the story of Beauty and the Beast. So the fact that people are really liking it and that it's a retelling, I'm intrigued. I would like to read it, and I think the title is just very like, ooh, I want to read that. I do have one book by Brigid Kaminer, and I think it's called Letters to the Lost, unless I'm wrong, like it's by someone else. I don't know. I still haven't read it, but I really want to. She's an author I'm interested in, so I thought I would put this one on the list. The next book is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. This book comes out February 5th. This is Angie Thomas's second book. Her first one was The Hate You Give, which I absolutely loved. I read it this year and the film came out and I loved both of them. This book is supposed to take place in Garden Heights as well. It's about a girl who expresses herself through rapping, and I think there's like rap battles involved, which I'm kind of like really into this. I want to read this because I loved The Hate You Give so much and it's the same setting. I don't know if this is before or after the events of The Hate You Give, but I don't really care. I just hope we see Star. Like, please let me see Star. That would be so cool. Or wonder if it takes place before it and like we see Khalil. That would be very interesting. The next book on my list is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. This book comes out March 5th, which is the second book in the Children of Blood and Bone series. I absolutely loved Children of Blood and Bone this year. It's one of my favorites of the whole year, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this book. It's going to be amazing if it's any bit of how great the first book was. Children of Blood and Bone is in a world of basically, I think, Nigerian mythology. It's some sort of mythology like that. I think that's what it is. It is extremely diverse because literally almost every single character is black and they're all freaking amazing. I love the characters in this book so much. They like have my soul. Like, they are just great. And we follow 3 different point of views. One is a girl named Zaylee who lives in a village that used to have magic, but it was stolen by a king and they want it back. And it follows Amari, who is the princess, the daughter of the king who stole the magic. And then there is the prince, which is Amari's brother, who is the son of the king and the next in line for the throne. All of their paths meet and it's extremely fun. It's such a great journey that these books have, and I just cannot wait to continue the story. The next book is Shadow Me, which is by Tahereh Mafi, and this book actually comes out on March 5th as well. It's a novella following one of our main characters, Kenji, from the Shadow Me series, and I believe it's really short and only coming out on ebook, but you can bet I'm going to be there for that and reading it. I'm really hoping that one day it comes out in physical form because, 1, the cover is gorgeous and I really love the Shatter Me series and I just want a copy of this book on my shelf. The Shatter Me series is about a girl who has a killer touch. So if she touches you, you basically die, and we start off the series where she is basically in an asylum and one day she is broken out and has to come in contact with the people that put her there, and it's her growing. There's so much character development and it's so interesting and I love love that series so much. So I'm ready for this novella. The next book is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare. This book comes out April 2nd. This book is the first one in a trilogy, I believe, for the Eldest Curses. And it follows Magnus and Alec, which is some beloved characters from Cassandra Clare's Mortal Instruments series. I love them so much. And this book is supposed to take place around City of Fallen Angels, and they go on vacation. That's what I believe she said about this book, and I am so excited for this book. Cassandra Clare has 3 books coming out in 2019. Can I just tell you, it's gonna be a good year. If you don't know what the Shadowhunter Chronicles is, it's just Shadowhunters, they fight demons, and there's so many different series surrounding it, and you can find all different types of videos explaining these if you are behind. The next book also comes out on April 2nd. It is Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I really don't know much about this book other than that it's a high fantasy, and I love that stuff, and I've heard great things. From the Goodreads description, it seems like it's 3 people: a girl who can speak to gods, a prince in danger who must decide who to trust, and a boy with a monstrous secret, and they're all trying to come together to assassinate a king, which sounds really interesting to me. I don't know about you. And like the tagline on the cover is "Let them fear her." Like, can I have more of those lines? Because I love that. The next book is another one that comes out on April 2nd, and that is Defy Me by Tahereh Mafi, which I am so excited for. This is the 5th book in the Shatter Me series, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like reread the whole series again because I need to prepare myself for this book. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I already explained the series to you earlier, but I can't contain my excitement for this book. Like, yes. The next book is Finale by Stephenie Garber, which comes out May 7th. This is the 3rd and final book in the Caravel trilogy, I believe it is. And I've loved Caravel and Legendary, so I obviously want to pick up some Finale and figure out how this whole trilogy ends, because I think these books are really fun. I'm not like the biggest obsession person over this series. Like, I'm not a big fan of the characters. Like, I like them, but I'm not like obsessed with them. But the plot is so interesting, so I really want to know what's going on. The next book is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This book comes out May 14th. All I know about this is that it is a male-male gay romance, and I think the cover is absolutely adorable. I follow him on Twitter, so I need the book. I just feel like this is going to be such a pure little romance. I know nothing about it other than that, but I know I need it, so great. The next book is Ghosts of the Shadow Market by Cassandra Clare and a few other authors that I do not know off the top of my head, and it comes out June 4th. This is 4 days before my birthday, so I got a little birthday present going on here. I'm very excited about it. These are basically a collection of novellas that have currently been coming out, but this is the novella bind-up, and honestly, I don't know about you, but I never like buy the ebook versions of the novellas. I just feel like it's a waste of money when I could just buy the whole collection when it comes out. It's just a pain though, because you want to read the novellas before the next book, but I just don't care. So I wait for the bind-ups so I can save a little bit of money. I'm really excited about this though, because these specific novellas are supposed to take place around Jim Carstairs, and Jim Carstairs is one of my favorite characters of Cassandra Clare's works. So I can't wait to see what's going on with this. I really don't know anything other than that, and I don't really want to. So I just know it's Shadowhunters. The next book is The Paper and Heart Society by Lucy Powery. I think that's her last name. I haven't checked. She is a booktuber. I forgot what her booktube channel was, but I've seen a few of her videos, and I heard of the description of the book, which comes out June 13th, by the way, if I didn't tell you. And I believe it's about a book club and how like books bring people together and like make them happy and just give them something to bond over. I might be pulling this out of my butt, but like months ago when I read the description and I enjoyed it, I knew it has something to do with a book club. And I know I'm terrible about explaining it, but honestly, if I just heard a book club, I would want to pick up the book. So I'm helping you out here. The next book is The World of Throne of Glass, which comes out September 3rd. This book is supposed to do like a whole info dump about the world of Throne of Glass, and it's supposed to also have a 10-year look of after the last book in the Throne of Glass series to see where some of the characters that are still alive, on where they are. What are you doing? I'm trying to film.
Hi.
We're about to go to a wedding, so, and I'm just like filming while everyone's still getting, what am I supposed to do?
The top.
Oh, I have to do her dress. Okay. It's supposed to provide a look at what the characters are doing 10 years from now, if they're still alive, like I just said. And honestly, after Kingdom of Ash, which was the last book, I love my characters so much. I love that series. Even through all its problems, I still love it at its core, and I need this book to help continue on with my life. The next book is one that's at the very top of the list of ones I need right now, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, which comes out November 19th. I need this book so badly. I've been waiting forever, as a lot of people have. This book is the start of another Cassandra Clare series in the Shadowhunter world, but it takes place after the Infernal Devices trilogy, but before all of her other series. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm trying not to spoil you for the Infernal Devices right here, but what I'm saying is I really want to know what's going on with this one, because it's like really close after the Infernal Devices series, and the Infernal Devices is my favorite trilogy by Cassandra Clare. So you would see like the characters from like the 1800s series of Cassandra Clare, and I need it. Like, I freaking love it, and this cover is literally her prettiest cover yet. I don't know if you agree, but I freaking love it. Like, it's so gorgeous, and it is a Persian woman on the cover, which is fantabulous. Yes, I just said fantabulous. The whole hair situation too is like, whoa, cute. So we have 2 more books on this list that actually don't have a release date yet, other than for the fact that they're supposed to come out in 2019. At least Goodreads failed me on this part. They didn't tell me the exact date, but one of them is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. It doesn't have a cover or anything, but it's supposed to come out in 2019. It's supposed to be a new series by her set in a fantasy world, but it's supposed to be a modern take on fantasy. It's a different world, but there's supposed to be like actually phones and stuff. That's from what I've heard. I might be completely wrong. It's a weird different type of world for Sarah J. Maas. So I think I'm real interested in this. I am some trash for Sarah J. Maas, okay? And the next one is The Toll by Neal Shusterman. I also don't know what the date is for this one, and I don't think there's a cover for this one as well. This is the 3rd book in the Arc of the Scythedom trilogy, which starts off with Scythe and Thunderhead. I really enjoyed reading Scythe and Thunderhead this year, so I'm wanting to read The Toll. I did meet Neal Shusterman as well this year. He's a cool dude, but I want his next book. I don't know when it's coming out this year, but it better. So those are all the books that I could remember to put in this video. I'm sure I forgot a bunch that I'm actually really excited for, which is gonna suck. So if I did forget, I will have a pinned comment down below that will let you know what books I forgot to put in here, because I always forget something. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like it, comment down below. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Make sure to follow all my social medias, which are linked down below. And go click the bell button, which is right by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.